It will be like you got to family after 10 years he's joining the army, so
Okay.
after rectifying school.
Okay.
And then I'll just come and give you a salute.
Right.
And he'll ask me to report to duty. That's it.
Okay.
Right.
Sure. Right.
Okay, so hope people are ready with the presentation. Okay, Balaji, Sivyalitan, Guru Prasanna, Kalpita, Natesh, Pratesha. Sanjay is absent, Vishnupriya is absent, Mridubhashmi is absent, and Aswathanan will be joining us.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else? Hold on.
Sir, Balajana will be only speaking the technique. Teaching the traveling.
You know, I don't care.
Balajana, whatever narration has been, please.
I don't care. Immediate. I'm very VIP on travel பண்ணிருக்கேன். நேத்தே ஒரு செஷனுக்கு வீணா போச்சு போதுன்னு டிராவல் பண்ணிட்டு ஒருத்தி கணபதி ஹோமம் பண்றேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு லீவ் எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கா. ஒருத்தி மிட் டர்ம் டெஸ்ட் லீவ் எடுத்தா. ஒருத்தன் இன்னைக்கு என்னால வர முடியாதுன்னு ரிப்ளை பண்ணிருக்கான். இடிச்ச மாதிரி இருக்கு எம்எஸ்சி இன்ஸ்டிடியூட். இது அவனுக்கு வந்துட்டு இது கதை கழிச்சு எல்லாம் இல்லாட்டி மட்டும் அவன் கிழிச்சிட்டான் பார்த்திருக்காரு. Hey, please start number. Team Darshan Siddharth and start the presentation.
Okay, sir.
So we just
All the best, team Dakshina.
thank you. Also, just one question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, how many pages of the journal we have? Like this consisting of the solutions alone, with the dates and all. How many such pages?
Anna, 16 now.
No, with the solutions alone.
1 minute now.
Yes.
Eleven now.
Okay, good.
Sir, can you see the screen, sir?
Yes, Kalpita.
Okay, sir.
So what's the time?
20 minutes.
20
Yeah.
minutes.
25.
It will be.
20 to 25. இப்பதான் இவங்களுக்கு 50 நிமிஷம். Already 5:30 ஆயிடுச்சு.
Yes.
25 minutes.
25 வச்சுக்கோ.
25. And Shraddha finishes within 25.
Sir, Vishnu or video
அதெல்லாம் வேண்டாம். அவன் என்ன சொல்றா அப்படிங்கறத வேணா நீங்க கன்சிடர் பண்ணி சொல்லு. Have you listened to it? Have you watched it?
No, sir.
நீ first உங்களோட part சொல்லு.
Now 1 minute for now.
Yeah. Okay, so Team Darshan Siddharth is starting the presentation for the second round of hand with the friendship band activity, and 25 minutes is the first shortest time limit given for the team, for both the teams. 3, 2, 1, start.
So, greetings everyone. This is me, Divakar. This is my journal. Network system 1989. So, yeah, let me start writing about my life and all the flaws that I have. People tell me that this journal writing habit would help me to overcome all my liabilities. So, see, it really helps me. So, I have this little bookmark over here. What does it say? Let me read it out.
This is my favorite quote, and this says that remember there are no real failures in life, but only results. Just like in maths, when you're given with complex solutions, you put all your formulas and your brain together. This is how life also works. When you're up with your failure, the only thing you get is the results. There are no true tragedies, only lessons. Whatever you come across through in a day, that are lessons to be written in a book. And there are really are no problems, only opportunities. Whatever you come across through and the problems you're going to face, this is an opportunity. You have to take that as an opportunity to make your next day better. So this was said by Robin Sharma, and this is my favorite quote. The problems that I am facing are, Dakshina, you can read now.
Okay, let me be honest with myself about our problems. First one is bad company of friends. Yes, problem. Next one, late night chats. Yes. The third one, think I judge people too much. Fourth one, sometimes disrespectful to certain people around. Another problem I have. Fifth one is, I would say, misbehavior. Yes, this is one of the flaws. And let me see if writing all the details down this journal. And I have certain questions to ask myself. How am I going to overcome my problems? Will I be able to survive in this situation and in the future as well? Am I going ahead in the right path? Are people comfortable with me?
Amrita?
Yes, sir.
So, just 2 minutes. I'll have to see a proceeding and I'll come back.
Okay,
Everybody,
sir.
can you?
Three months.
Zero. So then pass the proceeding.
Yes.
So, yeah, just 2 minutes, I'll be back.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
இங்க இந்த நகராட்சியில இருந்து பாதாள சாக்கடை வேலை பார்த்துட்டு இருக்காங்க. I'll go see them off and come.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Natish, can you speak? Natish? Text பண்ணணும். டேய் நதீஷ் டெக்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் பண்ணுவீங்களா? Oh, hey Natish, if you have written something down in your note, can you send us? Type பண்ணிக்கணும். அது வீட்டுக்கு. அப்புறம் வேற
Dakshina.
yes, Kalpita.
Anna, within sir comes, I go and take my water bottle and come back quickly, na.
Phone பண்ணுங்க.
Okay, na.
Professional. That's all.
Friends, can I stop the recording?
No problem, Guru. Let it keep going.
Okay, Mitra.
Sir, நான் தான் மெயின்டெய்ன் பண்றோம்.
Sir, seconds is not. It's a decision like position rating.
At least yes not சொல்லணும். இதான் சனப்படலாம் ஒரு 2 எப்படி சொல்றது லேர்னிங்ஸ்ல சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் சூப்பர் டைப் Sorry, we were not able to hear you, but you can send some of your solutions or ideas or whatever related to this from, or even the previous one, send something. Okay? Just write something. The idea of the solution is type பண்ணலாம் ஓகே
அது இப்பதான் அப்படி பேசறா லாபத்துல நிக்குறீங்களா
Mr. Boost the Boston family. அதாவது இந்த டெக்னாலஜி ரிலேட்டட் எல்லாமே ஆப்ஸ் வந்து தெரியல Mr. Boost the Boss அதான் தான் பார்த்தேன் ஆரோன்
இங்க இத பத்தி பேசறது தெரிஞ்சவங்க ரெண்டு
டெக்னாலஜி சேனல் இருக்கா
யூடியூப் தானே
ஆமா இன்ஃபர்மேட்டிவ் சேனல்
அது ஒரு மீடியா தானே யூடியூப் வந்து ஒரு சோஷியல் மீடியா தானே
ஆமா இன்ஃபர்மேட்டிவ் குட் காஸ் the Indian lives in born and brought up.
Mitra, did you see the school notice board, Mitra?
Sarika, can you comment in that?
Yes, Mitra, did you see the school notice board, Mitra?
Akka, no, I last checked that 4:30 or something.
They are not going to conduct the school, it seems, Mitra. After culturals only, they are going to have it in the direct form, it seems, Mitra. They have posted in the notice board.
No, the time is
Cultural school.
6
September.
Okay, back. So, start.
Sir, I know school. Notification வந்துச்சு.
வீட்டுல கரெக்டா சொன்னா. டான்ஸ் ஸ்கூல் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க.
Culture school start பண்ணுங்க. 60 கால்குலேட் செப்டம்பர் 60 சார் அந்த ஒரு வாரம் லீவ்.
ஆமா.
நான்
லீவ் விட்டாரா நீங்க
MSES சிஸ்டமே கல்ச்சர்
ஏய்
நான் அப்படியே ஐடியா
presentation chart.
So, what are you just so ready? Ready? 3, 2,
Stop.
3, 2, 3, 2,
3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2,
3, 2, 1,
3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3,
3,
3, 3,
2,
2.
Sir, one.
Yeah, take some.
Sir, I'll leave and join, sir. I'm not able to share, sir.
Okay, good. இல்ல ஆக்சுவலா பிருந்தாவுக்கு 12:15 12:45 வரைக்கும் விஷ்ணு பிரியாவுக்கு மறுநாள் வரைக்கும் இவங்களுக்கு 1 வீக்
It is 2 weeks in a set. Function is 26 hours.
2 வீக்ஸ் சுத்தாமனுக்கு உணவு எவ்வளவு நேரம் எல்லாருமே வந்து மேக்ஸிமம் 3 o'clock க்ளோஸ் பண்ணுவோம். No school has got the right and permission to continue to go.
But newspaper is 4:30 or
Sir, I have school till 4, sir. 1 to 4.
1 to 4.
Oh, 1 to
Second batch.
Second batch. அந்த மாதிரி வந்து மேக்ஸிமம் ஒர்க்கிங் ஹவர்ஸ் 4 hours. So
Sir, the government
yes, Balaji.
Sir, for other years, sir, they have colleges, sir. For first year, sir, they didn't announce, sir. So we have to say, so they will give us info of when person will join, sir.
Oh, okay, right.
reaction நல்லா இருந்துச்சு.
சரி, okay. Right. அதனால நீ
Yes,
timing
sir,
சொல்லு.
the screen is visible.
இல்ல, direct form
20 minutes.
இல்லடா, நீ direct form is happening. Complete online இல்ல. Complete online இல்ல. Nobody has any problem. So நீயும் வந்தா நம்ம complete online பண்ண முடியாது. வந்தா. Timer resume 3, 2, 1, go.
1990. Exactly 1 year since I got this journal. Okay, so let me counter myself image right now. How can I improve myself?
So, my first solution is here you want to analyze your situation. So, analyze the situation in the sense you want to think whether you are in a good vibration or bad vibration, and you have to find solution for yourself. When a person analyzes the solution, he sure overcome all the problems he faces in life. So, first, what you have to do is analyze your situation. So, second one is react to rudeness with kindness. So due to your bad circle of friends, your behavior is changed into rude behavior. So you can, to avoid the rude behavior, you can be so positive and you can stay friendly to everyone. So if you spread positiveness and if you be always respectful to your teachers, so change in behavior. So this will make you change in your behavior. My third solution is make your mind relax and think what is happening in your life. Just sit for 1 minute or make your mind relax and think what had happened in your life before. That is before meeting these friends and now what is happening. So if you think like that, you itself understand you are in the circle of bad friends and you are into lot of bad characters. Due to that, lot of teachers, your parents have lost hope in you. So to bring hope, lost hope in you. So to bring that. To bring their belief, so you have to work so hard, and so that you have to think that what had happened in your life before. Like you can go through your journal and you can see the golden days, and you can bring up your old behavior. And fourth solution is question yourself. Whenever you are doing something, or whenever you are going to some areas, if you feel something wrong, you can question yourself. Did I am doing correct? You yourself said like you have lots of questions like. Did I overcome my problems? Did I? So that you can find questions for you. Not only asking questions, you have to find answers for that. So if you find answers for that, so every question will have their own unique answers. So if you have answers, sure you will be come across a lot of problems in your life. So think it to perspective before doing anything. So you done a disrespect. You actually showed a lot of respect to your teachers, parents. So if you think it to perspective, one perspective is if you think like if I disrespect, what will happen? If I didn't disrespect, what will happen? So did I even gain anything if I disrespect my teacher? So what name I will get from them? So if you started thinking in two perspective, you will come to know that how you will identify what is good and bad in you. So that easily you can come across lot of bad things, bad vibration you face in your life. And sixth one is instead of chatting with your friends or instead of making yourself spend time with your friends, you can involve in your own works like homeworks, your lot of things you have apart from chatting with your friends. You can involve in that important particular work. So the seventh solution is you can concentrate on your purpose. You have to tell I should be enlightening mind. So like if you enlightening yourself, so whatever distraction you may face in your life. Now with friends, when you overcome this, you will have lot of problems in your life. So to face that, you have to enlighten yourself to your future. And my eighth and ninth solution is thinking and thinking habit and visualization. Visualization is powerful. As I said, you can visualize that you have come across a lot of problems in your life and you are ready to face every problem. And ninth solution is thinking habit. In your journal, you have a column called gratitude column. You can make use of that more and more. You can thank your parents, teacher, and etc. And then solution is law of attraction. You know that each positive outcome will be positive, negative outcome will be negative. So be positive always, and the best way to come out of this negative vibration is you can think your own self-image. That is cognitive conditioning. You can think your own and best self-image because there is no limit for your best self-image, and you can learn more about this therapy too in Bristol method, and that's my solution.
Good job, nice.
Wow, got so many solutions today. End of 28/8/1998. So Sanjana solutions. So very good. 13/6/1992, time 2:09 p.m. Location home. Try to avoid hanging out with those people who spoil you because they might change your nature and attitude completely. Next slide.
Play it on, Kapila.
I'm not getting the voice. Please go.
PPT. Kapila, if you have in the PPT, just read it out.
Sir, can you hear that, sir?
No, we are not able to hear Vishnupriya's voice. We are only hearing your voice. But rather, I would say, if you have that in PPT, just read it out.
Sir, yes, sir.
All right, timer is not to be listening. Are you ready, Kapila?
Sir,
Okay.
it is only in the video, sir.
No, Brinda has previous PPT, previous slide. So
Okay, sir. Then I can.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
Create opportunities for students to work together. Mix up your students so that partners change and they have the opportunity to work with different people. Develop a long class project where students help others. For example, a random act of kindness contest. You can keep a log of students can keep a log of everything they do to help others. Share your stories with the classmates. Get to the root of the issues. Pulling a student aside and asking privately what's going on can help you determine what is going on and how you can help. Discuss your behavior concerns with the students one by one. rather than in front of the class. One discussion allows greater one an ability to understand the underlying issues. Model respectful behavior. Everyone deserves respect, and the best way to receive respect is to give respect to others. You can teach students the improvements of treating others with a constant behavior with modeling. Respect for them as well. Listen actively, speak and give grace, outline your experience and teach them how to be respectful. The voice of discipline and execution.
Okay, all right. Good enough, Karen.
Becca, this is the second part of the self-image. With whatever problems that you're held up with, these are my solutions. The first one you have to do is you have to realize the situation, and this is the first ever step to overcome all the problems that you are having. The next one is know about law of cause and effect. This is an universal law, and this is also powerful, but not as powerful as how law of attraction is. This whatever you make it as your thoughts, and whatever you are doing, it is going to happen as the reaction. Like Newton says this is as in the Newton's third law of motion. Every object has equal and opposite reaction, and with whatever you think, that is going to happen. So knowing this law, you have to make sure that all your thoughts and all your actions are positive, because there is a chance that when you grow up, the same thing what you are doing for all the teachers near you, that is also going to happen to you. The next solution I have for you is question meditation. You have read it in a book by Jay Shetty, and this solution has already been used for a problem. Then it will be definitely useful for this also. The first thing you have to do is make yourself calm, and you have to think about what the situation is, why has it arisen, and all the why questions. You have to answer it WH questions, then you will get a clear answer, and you have to create solutions. Since you are not aware with the value of time and not known what the importance of time, you are wasting it abruptly. You have to know to manage your time properly. Instead of concentrating on all the unwanted things you are doing right now, we have to focus on what the right things are. It is related to the next solution, concentrating on your studies. You have to divert yourself from all your negative thoughts, and make sure you set up a goal in your academics and reach it. This helps you motivate to set more goals and accomplish this also. The next one is parental support. It is not only enough. Yeah.
Yes, Kanta.
Okay, sir. I thought you were speaking, sir.
No.
Instead of uh, instead of believing only in yourself, you also have to ask help and ask advice from your parents. Work on judgmental thoughts. You have to look at positive side of the person whom you are judging negatively. It is not easy to change it suddenly, but slowly by time you can change your aspect of life. Develop one positive habit every day. This has already been mentioned by the first part of your self image, that is gratitude, developing the attitude of gratitude. You can develop each and every single positive habit. It can start from your home. You have to respect your parents, and then it can develop into your school academics also. You have to get to know more people. This helps you to increase your social circle, and when you get to know more people, you also can grab all the positive things and know on what their aspect of life is.
Sir, those are Naki's solutions, sir.
Yeah.
He won't be able to speak, so he just texted these.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
No, sir.
Sir, you also given law of
Yes, sir.
personal relation.
Window.
So please, can you read? Can you speak now?
No, it's always that.
Shall I?
Yeah.
So my learning from Shankar. So problem solving ability. How to solve problem of teenagers like Shankar. Positive thinking, handling the situation, learning from the problem, stay away from all the circumstances in life.
Right. No, she read that learning. You're pretty.
So you can say.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Go ahead. You only have 10 minutes left.
Contribute to the nation to any possible ways. Be an army officer and serve India. Start learning the skills which are essential for a police to serve in the Indian Army. Start leading life with a purpose. Be a responsible child for my parents. Change my friends into new person. Convert myself into a personality instead of person.
Okay. Right.
Next slide.
It's like.
It's 2016 now. Wow, written only 2 pages of my journal. So what's the date today? 13th November 2016. I've been trying to find the true inner gem of me, and I've got so many solutions for my self-image. So now I'll write down my learnings for my self-image as a culmination. So I'll write the time as well. It's 4:30 AM right now. And sir always told me that it's good to wake up in the morning. My answer was. So the first thing that I learned from my self-image is you're judged by the company you keep. I must make sure that the negative vibrations or the negative aura of my friends does not reach my antenna, because that's the most important thing. So I have to make sure that I don't break the friendship with my friends, and at the same time I don't let their negative vibrations get inside me and impact me. That's the thing which I have to do. It's a read. And I also have to realize I also have to realize how my bad company is deteriorating my personality, because my personality says a lot about who I am. So I need to make sure that I have to preserve my friendship again, and at the same time not let the vibrations take over me. The second one is I have to think about my aim, which is to become an army officer. Of course, I want to become a soldier and serve the country at the borders. So I have to focus on my aim, and I have to develop the mentality required to be a soldier, because it's not easy to be a soldier at all. It's very difficult. It takes a lot of mental stability and mental strength in order to become a soldier. You always need to be up to the challenge. So that's my aim, which is to become an army officer. And the next one is self-realization, which is a key term. So once I realize all my mistakes, which I've done all through these years, it's been almost 2 decades, and I've realized all my mistakes. So once I realize all my mistakes, no one can stop me from redemption. Go to the next page. Yeah, now I have to focus on what could be done to get a redemption and bounce back and get my good name back, which I once had. And a lot of factors have spoiled me all through these years. So I have to make sure that I can focus for a second chance, because there's always a second chance in life, and you have to grab the second chance whenever it comes on the way. So right now I have to latch on to my second chance. And the next one is, there's a very famous quote: treat others the way you want to be treated. So the same treatment that you give to others will be reciprocated to you in some form or the other. It may be directly or indirectly. So you have to treat others in a good way and be respectful, because at some point in time I may get the return of favors. And the next thing is, I should not judge or criticize people. So there is always a quote which says that great minds talk about ideas, but small minds talk about people, especially criticize people. So I have to make sure that I don't I'm not one among the thousands who just criticize others and do nothing. I have to make sure that I give positive criticism at the same time not criticize the person too much, because there are thousands of people out there to criticize me. The next one is I have to visualize my future. I have to visualize that I've already become an army officer. And there's a great book called Turning Points by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, which I read. And in that, there's a big message that says, be ready for big changes. So we always have to be ready to make a big leap. So do good and be good. So I have read another book or a drama or a play, whatever you call it.
Kavita, you have 5 minutes left.
Yeah, we'll finish it soon.
3, 2, 1, go.
And do good and be good. It's one of. So I've taken 2 references from 2 of my favorite books, Turning Points and Merchant of Venice. So be ready for big changes and do good and be good. The last one is also from another book that I've read, How to Talk to Anyone, because no man is an island. Every human needs people around him in order to flourish. So you have to. There's also one more learning which I learned from one of my MSES sessions, is that always go along with the group. Don't try to be individualistic. That will land you into further trouble. So I have to maintain relationships with the people around me, and because only that will help me to be a better person in the future. Next one. Yes. So now, there you go. Out of these 2 decades of my journal writing, I have these benefits and these learnings.
How am I going to overcome my problems? Will I be?
Consequence.
No, I read that.
So no problem.
I read that, no problem.
Felt and expect.
We're not hearing, Kavita. நீ வந்து ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்ணும்போது ஆடியோவோட சேர்த்து ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்ண ரேடியோ பட்டன் இருக்கும், அதை கிளிக் பண்ணணும்.
Okay, sir. Should I make it in the PPT, sir?
இல்லைங்கண்ணா, நீ வந்து if at all you are playing an audio, you will have to go out of the screen share, and again you will have to click screen share, share with audio ஒரு பட்டன் இருக்கும், அதை கிளிக் பண்ணினா தான் ஆடியோ பிளே ஆகும். பட் பரவாயில்ல. Can you do that now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Timer passed. ஏன்னா ஃபோன்ல ப்ளே பண்ண நாம தான் அந்த ப்ளே பண்ண எல்லாரும் self-confidence in a best manner we should be at
Self-confidence.
ஆமா, அது ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணிட்டு
அதான்.
So you're almost done, is it?
Yes, sir.
Six or 9 minutes already.
So 3 minutes must be the 3:21.
இல்ல மேம், ஷேர் பண்ணலாம்.
I have it in the PPT, right, sir?
Now we are, yeah, you are having that in PPT. Try to raise the volume there, Kalpita. Come to the next, come to this corner. The volume adjuster put out here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, somehow we are not hearing. Yeah. No, we are not hearing it. For all of us. Okay. Brinda has it, or Dakshin Siddharth has it.
Yes, both.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so what Kalpita has added up as an excerpt, video excerpt in the PPT is, நான் யூடியூப்ல ஷேர் பண்ணியிருக்கிற அந்த வீடியோ செல்ஃப் கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் பத்தி நம்ம பேச போகுது. செல்ஃப் ஃபேக்டர்ஸ்ல ரொம்ப முக்கியமான செல்ஃப் ஃபேக்டர் செல்ஃப் இமேஜ், சீயிங் த பெஸ்ட் செல்ஃப் ஆஃப் யோர் செல்ஃப் அப்படின்னு நான் சொன்னதை அங்கே ஆட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. which has come as a parenthesis that Divakar is being given the mentoring and advice that he has to see the best self image of himself. So now what we are going to do is we will see what happens after that. Now Divakar internalizes and now we shall see what kind of the transformation that has happened. 3, 2, 1, go.
Divakar now in 2020. Yes, I have completed writing my journal and I was waiting for this big moment.
So very good morning, Jagan, and we are so happy that you are elected to this commission. And we have been into the records and we have seen that you have been having a lot of hardships, struggles, and a lot of bottlenecks that you have come through. So congratulations on making it. And you can report the duty of the law.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All the way. Nice meeting you.
Then, so this is how, so what we've tried to do is we have described Divakar's journey and I'll give a few symbolic representations of what we've done. So 2 chairs, this chair represents the point in time when he was not experienced enough to come out of his problems. When he moved to this chair, it's when he started listening to his self-image and he applied this in his life. And once his journal writing was complete, So once his journal writing was complete, he immediately got up from the chair and straightforward went and reported to VP. So this shows Divakar's journey from a young bird where he was not able to differentiate between the right and wrong because there were a lot of problems that he faced when he was young. So it represents his journey from that phase of his life to finally achieving his dream because he had the dream of being a soldier right from his childhood in our case, in our story. So he just wanted, he approached a lot of places for solutions. His parents tried to give him a lot of solutions, his mentors tried to give him a lot of solutions. That's when Dr. Mani's introduction introduced him to journal writing. Then he sat down and journal writing helped him to get out of all his troubles. Yeah. So journal writing helped him to get out of all his troubles and he's been maintaining his journal for the past 20 years. And then finally he's been able to achieve his dream by self-realization and self-help. So that's what
Well done.
Thanks to
Very well done, Kalpita. Very well done, Brinda. Very well done, Dakshin.
thank you, sir.
Good job. Very nice. So Team Dakshin Siddharth has finished a very effective presentation in exactly 25 minutes. So now, without taking any further, we are going to see Team Balaji's presentation. So I really appreciate Dakshin Siddharth, Deshi, Brinda and Kalpita for a very well-maintained general presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Peter.
All right, so Team Balaji now.
Good morning.
பேசுறாங்க ஆளாதெல்லாம் பேசுறாங்க.
கவிதா உனக்கு நாளைக்கு ஸ்கூல் இல்லையா? ஆனா கல்ச்சரல் வீக்கெண்ட்ஸா இருக்கு.
சார் ரிதன் கிவ் கல்ச்சரல் வேணும்.
எங்க அவனை என்ன பார்த்து கேட்க சொல்லு. Okay. 25 minutes. 3, 2. Opening narration, reading a clinical solution for the problem. 25 minutes to begin.
Yes. Presentation for
3, 2, 1, go.
Warm greetings from all present here. So today it's an immense pleasure to welcome you all to a stage where we are providing solutions. And today we are going to narrate certain incidents that happened in a very important person's life. His name was Divakar. Some people here might be aware of the problems that he was facing during his teenage life, but he has overcome all those things in certain situations and in certain incidents. So today we are going to enact those incidents and those sequences, and I would like to first of all explain how the setting is going to be formed, the background. So today we are going to enact it as a script. We are all going to act as Divakar. Each person here is having a distinct emotion of Divakar, not an emotion, the problem that Divakar is facing. I'd like to give an introduction about who all are acting as which character, that is which bad habit of Divakar. First, Ritan is acting as the problem of Divakar, that is getting trapped into bad companionship. Balajana is acting as the character of Divakar, that is who has started to involve and who is very much fluently speaking bad words. Next, Ashwathaman is involved with late night chats. He is going to act as Divakar's catchphrase. Next, Mitra is going to act as a judging people in classroom of Divakar backface. Then Guru Prasana is acting as the misbehavior face of Divakar. Then Sibiyagitan is acting as the contaminated angle towards life, that face of Divakar. And finally, Pradisha is acting as the face of disrespecting the teachers. So what we are going to do is
Thank you.
Balajana, can you speak?
Resume.
3, 2, 1.
So each person here is acting as a character, and here in the direct form, Ritan and myself, we are going to act as a self-image. So each person is going to draft their own solution. Divakar is given a work that he has to solve these problems by himself. So in this total performance, we are going to perform as though Divakar is searching solutions for himself, sir.
Internal realization.
Yes, sir. As we are not allowed to go psychological, therapies and we should not involve it, so we are there to sponsor. And each person is going to give the solution for the problem that he or she is going to enact, being the self-image. So this is how the whole setting has formed. First, I would like to call upon Pradisha to give the solution for the disrespecting teacher's face of Divakar. Pradisha, go ahead, Pradisha.
Yes.
Come on, Pradisha.
on, Pratisha.
Pratisha, come on here. If you're speaking, we're not hearing you.
Yes, my friends, my topic is this, 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 this
Come on, Pratisha.
disrespecting the teacher. The first thing is why he is disrespecting teacher. Because he is playing video games or unwanted things in device. So he is not. So he's not liking studies. Um, First thing, we should solve the thing is he should not see all the video games or media. For that, I have an idea. That idea is besides him, so many children should be there.
Very good try,
Then he
Pratisha.
will.
Pratisha, come on.
Come on, Pratisha.
Then he will not see that video games because those children are playing. Why we are playing video games? Even I should play with them. Then if Divakar plays like that with other children, then he likes of studies. He doesn't like studies, so he's not respecting teachers. If he is not playing video games or medias, then only he will respect teachers or others.
Okay, very well done, very well done. We are happy with this problem.
Great work, Pratisha. Keep it up.
Then Pratisha.
Thank you, Pratisha. Next,
What is
let's.
good business partner?
Sir, as per the sequence, it is before Ashwatthama.
Okay.
We will read it first. The solution has said no. Thank you, Pratisha. So next, let's get on with Sibi, and he is going to give the solutions for a different phase. So Sibi, you can go ahead.
Akka, I have the solution for two ka. Can I say that ka? Akka, can you hear me ka?
Yes, Sibi, you can continue.
Okay, na. Anna, first solution is the triangle na. I have the triangle solutions na. While someone coming as angle, we can do the meditation and we become like angle and we do the meditation and see what happened. I have a very big anger, then I do the meditation, it reduces. That's like we should do. That's like I'm saying, I am trying. It will success, and that one I have one solution. The second solution is
Sibi, you can continue.
It's okay, you can continue.
Come on.
Yes, yes.
Time going, come on.
Mitra, he said he's not able to remember, Mitra.
Okay,
Fine.
fine.
Can I say? Yes. Come on.
We should control like visualizing and count and wait for this thing. Wait. That's like we should go and visualize that. We have. We have to
Sibi, 1
continue.
minute, Sibi, wait.
Ready, listen.
3, 2, 1, start.
We have been looking someone happens like our hand that like we visualize then we should do like that and we reduce the anger and sad then we can't
Okay, thank you, Sibi. Next, let's get on to the.
while coming the anger. Thank you.
So, as of my problem, it's we are being stuck in a bad company. So for that, I have 5 solutions. So I'm going to help develop as a subconscious mind and I have 5 solutions. The first solution is uh, you have to start relaxing himself and you have to start ignoring his friends and as he's always into the company and he's always thinking about the works and things he can do in the company. So you have to start relaxing himself by relaxing himself you could like get out of that headache and like continuously think what's going to happen in the future. So as he can just get a few days leave and just come out of the company and like take a break from whole bad thought and so like that's my first solution, getting out of the company and relaxing himself. So the second thing is the second solution is you have to set a new goal and as this goal has been not in a good way. So as he started to realize himself, he had to start to set a new goal and go for it. And that's my second solution. And the third solution is you have to keep him busy. And because he's not keeping him busy, so because of that only he's like always going to the bad part. So he's starting to keep him busy. So he's keeping busy. You don't have to think of those things. So you could think of the work in which you have to work on and you could go in that way. And the next solution is he could just take the whole company as he's getting to realize that there are few problems in the company and instead of being the whole problem thing, he just start to change the whole company. But it's going to be a big task, but the final is going to be in a good way. So I started to change the company and one by one. He's going to have a lot of hard work to do and finally he would change his friends and instead of going to that way, he would go in, he would take the company in a good way.
So these are the solutions to the next topic. And thank you, Mr. Vijay. Sir, next is Bala.
He mentioned about error is also quite you can go next.
Okay, sir. Sir, sir, next is please. So the solutions that my friends have given so far is from reading books and also researching on different blogs about the reason behind the problems. So now let's get into character and let me give the solutions for Divakar's fourth phase, that is judging other people in the classroom. So let's get on to it. Don't judge choices without understanding the reasons. Reasons are very authentic and we are supposed to know the reasons before we do something and especially before we judge something. First of all, I will have to search some solutions because day by day I'm getting into my youngster phase and I can't keep involving myself into these problems. So first I have to analyze on the reasons why people are judging other people in various environments. Let's get into the first reason. Lack of information. As the quote already states, I am not sure about the reasons or the information about other people, about their appearance or the work they do. I'm not aware of those, and that's why my inner conscious induces me to judge other people. First, I think I need to get the information, know the authentic information or the news or anything about the person's appearance, if I'm judging the person's appearance or the person's inner thoughts, his or her perspectives and everything. I must keep myself informed about various things, and the good habit that I have got is researching more and reading more books. If I enhance this particular habit, I think I'll definitely stop judging other people. Let's get on to the second thing. Bonding through insecurity. Why am I feeling insecure sometimes and why am I making other people feel insecure sometimes? It is all because the environment that we are in, the situation we are involved in. Why shouldn't I change the negative circumstance or the negative situation into a positive one? If I can't change my surroundings, but I can change the way I think. I can change the negative thinking and its impact. I can change those impacts into a positive one if I believe I can. Next, let's get into mind programming. Sir, out of character, sir. Sir, I did not involve this from the psychological therapy.
Mind programming is.
Yes, sir. So that's why from the blog about the research psychologist. Mind programming. There are certain situations where I can or any person in this world can induce or think of positive affirmations. There are lots of things. The best example that I have gone through is cognitive behavior affirmations. There are a lot of affirmations in that, and with the affirmations, when we are spelling it out or pronouncing it out, we are supposed to do some action. I think it's similar to them. Why shouldn't if I am involved in a negative situation, why shouldn't I put positive affirmations? From tomorrow, let's try implementing this. If I'm about to judge a person, let me use one particular affirmation. This is the right time to judge other people. First affirmation or the question. First questions are foremost, and then from that we would be able to ask or repeat the affirmations. Why am I about to judge the person? Is it necessary to judge that person now? And I will definitely get no at that particular time as the answer. And then let's say the affirmation that.
It will start.
Okay, sir. I am supposed to control myself, my emotions and all the things. Let's get on to the next one. You can do it to make yourself better. Sometimes I'm not aware why I'm feeling so. If I judge other people, then I have some satisfaction or happiness. That's all because these few years I have kept on judging other people, and that has actually induced more habit in me, and I have got practice with the environment. Because no one has ever told me that you're not supposed to do or not supposed to judge other people and hurt those persons. I haven't got any person advising me so. That's why I have got practice with this situation. From next time onwards, as I have told already in the mind programming reason, let's try implementing lots of positive affirmations. And then last, the assumptions and the judgments you make about the other person. It is normally like the way you feel about yourself and the other people. If I change the way and the perspective, if I think about myself or visualize the other people to be, I can definitely change the perspective, the wrong perspective I had towards that person. So these are my solutions. And next, let's get on with Guru Prasanna for the misbehaving with the opposite gender case.
Very lively presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Very well done, Mr.
Let's start.
Thank you, Guru.
Body language is being
Okay, sir.
this is a wonderful presentation.
Thank you, sir.
You get a boss for this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Prasanna. Guru, go ahead, Guru.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir. So now I'm going to give solution for the misbehavior. So before going to the solutions, in my perspective, he should try to understand where the where the bad behavior is coming from. So in my perspective, the bad behavior is coming from the friends, because the major solution that Divakar has is getting trapped into bad company of friends. So in my perspective, because of his friends, he's in a bad behavior. First of all, he should try to avoid them, and he should try to make use of the family members a lot, and try to avoid them. And he should try to get more and more good friends to help him. So then, next solution is negotiation. So negotiation is something like a team discussion that revolves an issue. So he has many issues in his life. If he tries to negotiate with his family members, like his father or mother, they would be giving more and more solutions for the problem, and he could implement that in life, and he could get over the problem. So negotiation is one solution. And the next is he should try to use positive strategies. As he is using lot of negative strategies in his life, he has lots of problems and lots of worries in with him. So he should try to get get out of that, and he should try to grow more into a positive strategy. And the next one is he should try to set a goal for him. If he tried to set a goal for him, he would easily come over this problem, because goal setting is one of the major things that every person in the whole world should have. So the next thing is act as if. So this I got from Dr. Manikanda Sundaresan sir, on self confidence, but I'm going to use that it for this problem. So he should visualize that he has got off these uh, gone off these problems, and he is in a very good mood, and he should try to motivate himself like this. If he motivate himself in this way, he could easily come over the problem. So continued by the next person.
Thank you, Guru
Good
Prasanna.
job, Guru Prasanna.
Very well, Guru.
Thank you, friend.
Next, let's get on to the last phase of Divakar, that is the phase in which Divakar is involved in late night chatting. Let's get the solutions for those. Whenever you think of chatting late night, think or visualize what will happen to you in the future. You will, yes, sir. You will have to focus on yourself. Number two, when you try to come out of your conversation and your friends over your decision convinces you to join back. It means you are not strong in making decisions. Make strong decisions and do not get convinced by anyone. But you will have to listen if it's good, but for bad habits like this, you should not get convinced. But we should not be harsh in the case of making strong decisions, but we should be polite. Number three, read more books that you like. It can be of any genre. That will keep you distracted. You're stronger than you are and smarter than you think. Believe that you can come out of this, not just this, but any kind of bad habits you have. Number 5. If you feel something bad about your friend, maintain a distance from him. Try to stay away from your phone on the particular application that you use for chatting. You can even stay away from him when he is chatting or when he wants you or will ask you to join him. Number 6. Try to keep yourself distracted when you want to chat by reading books or painting or doing whatever you like or think of to keep yourself distracted. No, then there. Also, sir, next is conclusion, sir. Okay, sir. So we have given these solutions for Divakar being the self-image, and we have given the solutions by searching for the reasons why the person is involved in that particular problem, or by reading more books and from different blogs. Hope you have enjoyed and got the right solutions, and hope we have made the right. Thank you, sir. A right choice towards the solution. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation. Thank you, sir.
Very well done, team.
This is what is I call time.
And in the future, after he gets all this solutions from his his mind, he starts to implement all the solutions, and he's getting through all those problems. Thank you very much for listening.
Very well done, very well done. The team coordination and team participation was voluminous and more as far as team ball is concerned.
Thank you, sir.
That's done.
Very well done, team. Thank you, class.
Okay, so evaluation time. Amanda, what again? So did I give any score for the first one?
Yes.
Yes, sir. 190.
Ravita, what's your score?
200.
200. Okay, so, alright. We'll start with team Dakshin Siddharth. For this round of Divakar in the helping hand with the friendship band, team Dakshin Siddharth evolved the concept of this guy, Divakar, being affluent in journal writing, and he eventually comes up to a situation where he is becoming an incumbent apprentice in the Indian Army, and he becomes a soldier eventually. What happens, what was an adversity in the youth stage? He was not really good in the youth stage, setting himself into the bad company, is eventually becoming a soldier in the future. Whereas in Team Balaji's case, Mitra, Ritan, Guru Prasanna and Pratisha, who spoke really well, C.P. Adityan of course, so they haven't mentioned any chosen occupation for Divakar, but they have made Divakar a much better person. Thankfully, I brought this idea of not involving any MS concepts like money and Sudres and therapies concepts. So you people have thought a lot of things like mind programming in Team Balaji's case, and Ritan was mentioning about taking a break and regrouping and rebooting. Pratisha was mentioning about following good friends and jumping into the positive vibes of the friends. C.P. has been mentioning about taking responsibility, and Aswathaman mentioning about find out friends who don't have these kind of habits. Likewise, all these were your mind churning points, which was what I was expecting. So two teams have done very well, but apparently team contribution was more in Team Balaji. Pratisha spoke, Sivi spoke, Mitra spoke, Ritan spoke, Guru Prasanna spoke. So Balaji was mute, Aswathaman is absent, but Aswathaman's voluminous solutions were really good. While in Dakshin Siddharth's team, Dakshin Siddharth spoke, Udeshri Brinda spoke, Kalpita spoke. Vishnupriya has given the video. Yes, the solutions were good, a couple of solutions. Sanjay has given one particular solution. But overall speaking, you know, 2 members being absent and Natish never opened his mouth. I don't know. So these were all some factors that had put Team Dakshin Siddharth on the back foot. So, but solution-wise, both teams are standing very, very strong. So we will see person by person evaluation. Team Dakshin Siddharth will start with the leader Dakshin. So Dakshin has been acting as a person who has been dwelling into the journal writing process, which was a spectacular idea. And Kalpita had been really synchronizing along with Dakshin's role playing, and she has been giving the slides. She was the one who prepared the slide. First of all, 15 points bonus for Kalpita for slide preparation. I appreciate that. Okay. And Dakshin Siddharth's performance, role play, mono acting, mind performance, and transforming, and being so sincere and dedicated. So we'll give 25 points for Dakshin Siddharth. Good job. So 15 points bonus, then 25 for Dakshin. Equally contributed by Kalpita Sri, who has been mentioning about the points. So she gets 22 for Kalpita.
Out of
Udeshri Vidya has been really working up. She did her part very sincerely on, yesterday she was supposed to be absent, but she did her part. She even sent a video. I watched that video as well. That has to be counted. Although we did not have the session yesterday, her effort has to be counted. And now she made her presentation. Perhaps she repeated the same thing, but in any case, she did it in the direct form. So with her presentation, she also gets 22. Unfortunately, I cannot give any mark for Natish. Unfortunately, I cannot give any mark for Sanjay. For Vishnupriya, I can give 17.
Thank you, sir.
Who else left, Kalpita? That's it, right?
Yes, sir.
How much? Make it 110.
wonderful job, team.
110.
Great performance.
Well done, team Dakshinana.
And that concludes the individual, and now we are coming to the quantum of solution, which means the presentation mark. That is always given out of 100. So I really liked the theme. Now look into the solutions. The solutions had a gamut of galaxy of solutions, like when Brinda was mentioning about internal realization, and when Kalpita was explaining, when Dakshin Siddharth was explaining, visualization was given the more importance, and also self-image. That self-image, including the self-image from the self-confidence thing that we discussed, was a real smart thing, because self-image is what is Divakar's biggest problem. And all the solutions were properly knitted and groomed in a way that it gives more predicament and more emphasis for the self-image. Almost about 14 or 15 solutions given by the team, as per what my understanding about the PPT. So they did a good job. So 94 out of 100.
Wonderful job, team.
Thank you, Mitra.
94 plus 110. 204. 204 by Team Dakshin Siddharth in the second round. Now, I move into Team Balaji. So, just like Kalpita got a bonus for her PPT, Team Balaji was not able to prepare a PPT second round, but they did have one in the first round. But there is a bonus that is given, a 15 marks bonus for Mitra for her lively, energetic, and positive body language, because I told that she will get a bonus of 15 marks.
Thank you so much, sir.
Right.
Very well done.
Thank you, sir. As we were, it was a complete diet for me. It was normal diet and please get here. Sir, we decided that there will be no need.
That's okay, that's okay. PPT is not a mandate. And next, we will move on to the individual score. Let's start with Balaji, the leader, for only text solutions, and I can give about 15 marks for Balaji.
Well done, Balaji Anna.
அவ்வளவு கஷ்டப்பட்டு பேசணுக்கு 25
Sir, last is
கொஞ்சமா வேண்டே அரௌண்ட் இஸ் ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க
50 kilometers.
15.
Very well done, Balaji Anna.
Now, let's go to the next one. The main performance, that is by Mitra, arriving a proper plot, arriving a proper sequence, and arriving a proper level of structure for the presentation. And Nitin was sincere enough to show everything that was planned, and that's very important. And Mitra made a presentation, and she was kind of comparing everything, involving everything, properly supported by Nitin. So her presentation was also really depthful. So 25 for Mitra.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you, God.
We shall come down to Ritan Nitish, who has been showing a lot of improvement in his presentation. And by the way, Ritan Nitish's CRS has been updated as per my promise yesterday. So he had a legitimate reason for being so late on that day. And the reason for that is நேற்று நான் ஒரு வீடியோ எடிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன். மத்தியானம் ஒரு 2:30 இருக்கும் என்னோட பாடி பில்டிங் வீடியோ. ஸோ அதை நான் எடிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கும்போது 2:30 மணி இருக்கும். பயங்கரமான பசி. நான் இங்க உட்காந்து எடிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். சரி முடிச்சுட்டு போயிடலான்ட்டு. ஹீட் வேற, தலைவலி வேற. அப்ப டக்குனு ரித்தன் நிதிஷ் காலிங் வந்தது. அப்ப நான் எடுத்துட்டு என்னடா இந்த நேரத்துல பையன் கூப்பிடுறானே அப்படின்ட்டு மித்ரா செக் பண்ண அந்த டைம்ல கிளாஸ் முடிஞ்சிருந்தது. கிளாஸ் இல்ல சண்டே செல்ஃப் கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் வீடியோ எடிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன். எஸ் சண்டே சிஆர்எஸ் எல்லாம் முடிஞ்சது. சிஆர்எஸ் அனுப்பிச்சு நீங்களும் அக்னாலஜ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிற அந்த டைம் நினைக்கிறேன் 2:30. ஸோ கூப்பிட்டோன்னா என்னடா அப்படின்னு, சார் நான் வந்து உங்ககிட்ட ஒன்று சொல்லணும் சார். சொல்றேன் சார் லேட் ஆயிடுச்சு சார் அப்படின்னா, தான் தெரியுதுல லேட் ஆயிடுறதுனாலதான் உன்னோட ஆட் பண்ணல சார், அது வந்து ரொம்ப லேட் ஆயிடுச்சு சார் அப்படின்னு. டே தான் சொல்லிட்டேன். அப்புறம் என்னடா மறுபடியும் அதே சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன். இல்ல சார் நானு தூங்குறதுக்கு லேட் ஆயிடுச்சு. தூங்குறதுக்கு லேட்னால நேரத்துல எந்திரிக்க முடியல, அதனாலதான் லேட்டா செய்யாத சப்ஜெக்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு. ஆமா சார் தூங்குறதுக்கு லேட். ஏன்டா படிச்சுட்டு இருந்தியா? இல்ல சார். வேற ஏதாவது வேலை செஞ்சுட்டு இருந்தியா? இல்ல சார். ஹோம்ஒர்க்? இல்ல சார். அட என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாரு மேடத்தை, என்ன சொல்லித்தோட என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாரு? ஒண்ணு பண்ணு சார். ஏண்டா டே ஒண்ணு பண்ணாம நைட்டை வந்துட்டு வயலில் அடிச்சு விட்டு நீ லேட்டா இருந்துருக்கு நான் உனக்கு மார்க் கொடுப்பாங்கடா. இல்ல சார் வேற பிரச்சனை சார். என்னதான பிரச்சனை சொல்லித்தோடா? அது சார் என்னால தூங்க முடியல சார் அப்படின்னா. ஏன் நான் தூங்க முடியல சார்? எங்க அப்பா தூங்கிட்டு இருந்தாரு சார், அதனால தூங்க முடியல சார். ஏன்னா வம்பா இருக்கு. ஒரு குழந்தை தன்னுடைய அப்பா தூங்கிட்டு இருந்தா தூங்க முடியல அப்படின்னு சொல்றது என்ன லாஜிக் இங்க இருக்கு? ஏடா சம்மந்தமே எல்லாம் வளர்றேன் அப்படின்னு. இல்ல சார் எங்க அப்பா தூங்கிட்டு இருந்தாரு சார், அதனால தூங்க முடியல சார், அதனாலதான் சார் காலையில பொழை நம்பி வேண்டியது என்ன மேட்டர் சொன்னாங்க. இல்ல சார் எங்க அப்பா தூங்கும் போது பயங்கரமா தொடர்பு, அதை கேட்டு என்னால தூங்க முடியல. நானும் அவரை எழுப்பி எல்லாம் சொல்லி பார்த்தேன் சார். செர்ரா அப்படின்னு மறுபடியும் அவர் அந்த குரட்டை விடும்போது எனக்கு ரொம்ப பயமா இருக்கு சார். அந்த பயத்துல இருந்து எனக்கு எப்படி மீண்டு வர்றதுன்னு தெரியல சார். அதை யோசிச்சு என்னால தூங்க முடியல சார். நான் சொன்னேன் இதுவல்லவா இதுவல்லவா ஒரு சரித்திரம் படிக்கிற ஒரு காரணம். நான் ஏன் சிஆர் சொன்ன மார்க் கம்மி பண்ணேன். சார் நான் பண்ணது தப்பு அப்படின்னு அடிச்சு வாங்கி போனேன். தேங்க்யூ சார். சார் தன்னடக்கமாமா சார் இது வந்து நான் உங்ககிட்ட சொல்லிடணும் அப்படின்ட்டு நான் ஃபோன் பண்ணேன். அதுக்காக நான் வந்து உங்ககிட்ட சிஆர்எஸ் அதிகப்படுத்தி உங்ககிட்ட சொல்லணும் அப்படின்னு Sir, I just want to inform you, sir. In early English, sir. Sir, my father, sir, was snoring, sir. I mean, that's it. Sir. யோசிச்சு பார்த்தேன் சரி இந்த கிளாஸ்ல சேர்த்தது இவங்க அப்பா தான், இவனை சிஆர்எஸ்ல புல் டவுன் பண்றது இவங்க அப்பா தான், அதுக்கு இவன் என்ன பண்ணுவான் அப்படின்ட்டு இன்னைக்கு 461 இருந்த அந்த சிஆர்எஸ் ஸ்கோர இவன் கொடுத்த என்ட்ரிஸ் படி என்டர் பண்ணோம்னா 485.
Well done, Ritan.
உலக எம்எஸ் ஈவினிங் செஷன்ஸ் வரலாறுலயே ஒருத்தன் தூங்காம இருக்கிறதுக்கு இப்படி ஒரு காரணத்தை சொன்னது இந்த டால் தான்.
Sir, I too had this problem earlier, sir. Now I am not having this problem, sir, because I am sleeping in a bedroom, sir, for me alone, sir. So I don't have any problem like that, sir.
இதுக்கு முன்னாடி கிச்சன்ல தூங்கிட்டு இருந்தியாடா?
No, sir. Sir, before that I was sleeping with my family members, sir. Now I am sleeping alone, sir.
ஓ, தனியான ஒரு ரூம் இருக்கிற அளவுக்கு நீ பெரிய மனுஷன் ஆயிட்ட. ஏண்டா?
Sir, they are only giving me, sir.
ஓ, பையன் வளர்ந்துட்டா, விவரமான பையனா?
I was sitting in that room only, sir. For till morning, till night I would be sitting in that room only, sir. For eating only I will be going out, sir.
ஆடைங்க கொடுத்து வச்சாங்க. எனக்கு கூட அப்படி ஒரு ரூம் இல்லடா அந்த வீட்ல. ரைட். Okay. Coming back to Ritesh spoke really well, so he gets 22.
Well done, Ritan.
ஓட்டோட மட்டும்தான் நீங்க ரெண்டு பீஸ் ஆகி. Okay, so that's again. So next is Pratisha, and Pratisha spoke well as much as she could, and I would like to give 18 marks for Pratisha. And then Sivyadithan tried to speak. Same 18 marks can be given to Sivyadithan as well. 18. And Guru Prasanna has improved his energy level, and he has been speaking, and his contribution was really very concrete, and I would like to give 22 for Guru Prasanna.
Very well done, Guru.
Thank you, Ka.
Right. That's it. So now let's go for the team presentation score. And the team presentation was really good. They had come up with almost about 18 to 19 solutions. Mitra alone spoke about 9 solutions, written about 3, Pratisha 1, Sivi 1, and Guru Prasanna 3. So Balaji 1, and Asathaman actually speaking. We haven't given the mark for Asathaman, right?
Yes, sir.
So, what do you measure?
Sir,
7 numbers.
anything plus 6, sir. Tell us, sir, 7, sir.
So me consider in the
6.
Negative 6.
7 only.
Asathaman's solution had been really good, and that solution has to be given the mark. And I would like to give those who are good solutions, almost about 6 of them, 20 marks. 20 marks. And so then Dakshin Siddharth team needs the 7% compensation. Yes. 7% compensation. 7% compensation should be given, so 17.5 on an average.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So, Team Balaji gets 95
Thank you, sir.
Then team.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So what is the score? 250. Fine. So both the teams bring the grand total, please. For you. For team Dakshin, 421.5. We'll make it 422. 422.
190
440 for team Balaji. 422. 440 for team Balaji. Okay, so a margin of 18 mark difference. Now in the first round, both teams had an equilibrium of marks. In the second round, there is a margin, a certain margin of difference that has been obtained by Team Balaji. And as far as the contribution goes, Sanjay Bhaskar and Vishnu Priya have taken lead at the crucial time in Team Dakshin. As far as the contribution goes, Aswathaman, besides being on and off, he never failed to deliver his duty. I appreciate that. So attendance wise, they are really good. Natish has literally done nothing. Natish, nothing. Pratisha has at least tried. So another case of Virat Kohli scoring a century and India losing. Lakshin Siddharth, Kalpita, and Uday Brinda are the Virat Kohlis of the team, while the other people are the rest of the Indian players. They are Messis of the team. The other people are. So there is a possibility of a tie also because only 18 points difference. I mean, look at that. The first presentation, they did a massive presentation. It was really good. Second presentation, there was a good plot. They played a skit. You also played a skit in the second presentation. So, இப்போ எல்லாரும் உங்க ஆர்மரை கழட்டி தூக்கி போட்டுட்டு ஹேண்ட் வித் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஷிப் பேண்டுங்கிற அந்த ரோல் பிளேயரை ஆர்மரை தூக்கி கழட்டி வெளியே போட்டுட்டு MSc winning section ஸ்டூடெண்டா பேர்ட்ஸ் ஐ பெர்ஸ்பெக்டிவ் ஈகிள்ஸ் ஐ பெர்ஸ்பெக்டிவ்ல சொல்லுங்க டை ஆர் டீம் பாலாஜி வின்னிங் இது ரெண்டு தான் பாசிபிலிட்டி டை ஆர் டீம் பாலாஜி வின்னிங் ஏன்னா பாயிண்ட்ஸ் அவங்க வாங்கியிருக்காங்க ஸோ very quickly we are getting a vote. Listen.
Sir, I just want to start out with the presentation, sir. So, the first one, sir, they made like a split presentation and we made presentation, sir. And on the second round, they made a presentation and we made like a split, sir.
ரெண்டு ரவுண்ட்லயுமே சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது சிமெட்ரிக்கலா இருக்கு. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரவுண்ட்ல அவங்க கொடுத்த சொல்யூஷன்ஸும் நீங்க கொடுத்த சொல்யூஷன்ஸும் சிமெட்ரிக்கலா இருந்துச்சு. செகண்ட் ரவுண்ட்ல நீங்க கொடுத்தது. அதனால பிரசன்டேஷன் அப்படிங்கிறது in time.
Third choice, team Dakshinana winning India.
So,
sir, my one key point, sir. So,
answer solra.
Sir, I want our team to set team Balaji, sir. I just have one reason, sir. So, Pratisha is we tried a lot, sir, but at first round she wasn't able to speak because of the network issue, sir. But at the second round, she like volunteered herself, sir. When I asked, are you able to speak and do you have any points to speak, sir? She suddenly said yes, sir. So, like because of that, because of Pratisha, sir, I think team Balaji should win, sir.
Okay, Mitra, quick.
Sir, third choice, sir, the team Dakshinana should win, sir. Sir, I said the reason also, sir. First reason is, sir, I felt that I haven't got this feeling in any of the activities, sir, but in this, sir, that is in the first round, sir, team Balaji, we had one particular lapse, sir. That is, we did not arrive with a proper sequence, sir. So we had to struggle during the presentation time, sir. Because I know you would penalize our team definitely, sir. But I had to somehow manage it, sir. We weren't able to arrive at a proper sequence, sir. While in both the rounds, team Dakshinana did really well, sir. But we have compensated in the second round, sir. So, and also,
Balaji did not get the penalty because you compensated them.
yes, sir. You also mentioned that in the CR, sir, so I understood, sir. team Dakshina has a higher edge, sir, so I tell the team Dakshina.
Leadership was poor in Team Balaji. Teamwork was poor in Team Dakshina. Team members did really well in Team Balaji. Leader and 2 other members did really well in Team Dakshina. That's what is the primary focus we have. Yes, Guru Prasanna. Fast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going with the second choice, sir. That it should be a draw, sir. Sir, because I think, sir, I'll start with Dakshinana's team, sir. Sir, because I think Dakshinana team really played well, sir. Because they were only 4 or 5 members, sir, and Natish was not speaking, and Sanjayana and Vishnupriyaka took leave, sir. So, but also they did a very good presentation in the second round, sir. So and then
No. Sanjay Vishnupriya உடைய presentation இரண்டாவது ரவுண்ட்ல சரியில்லை. விஷ்ணுபிரியாவோட சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் பிருந்தா படிச்சா அப்படி ஒரே ஒரு சொல்யூஷன் மட்டும் தான் டான்ஜிபிள். சும்மா வீடியோ பண்ணணும்ன்றதுக்காக பண்ணிருக்கேன். சஞ்சய் சும்மா ஒரு லைன் that cannot be accepted. Guru.
yes sir, but because of them them both the team could not be punished, no sir, so that I told that.
Right, that's your opinion. I honestly agree with that. Albita, quick.
Yes, sir, I think this should be a tie, sir. I never wanted an activity to end up in tie, sir. But this activity, there are 3 reasons why I want Team Dakshinana to be the winner, sir. The adaptability, sir. We had not much manpower in the second round, sir. It was 3 versus 7, sir. And both the teams showed really good improvement in the time management in the second round, sir. And when it comes to solutions, as you said, both the teams were really good, sir. Dakshinana's leadership was brilliant, sir, and I don't want Dakshinana to be the runner of this activity, sir. Whereas in Team Balaji Anna, Mitra's presence of mind in accompanying the team when Balajana was not able to speak, sir. And Pratisha also did really well, sir. And as I have already mentioned, solutions, sir. Both the teams are really good, sir. So the efforts of Mitra and her team has to be appreciated, sir. So I want this to be a tie, sir.
Okay. Fair enough, Kalpita. Good job. Vishnupriya's team talk contribution was very poor because she kept on laughing. Brinda sincere வேலை செஞ்சிட்டு இருக்கிற ஒரு பொண்ணு அவளையும் சேர்த்து அவ எடுத்தா. Second round. All she did was she kept on laughing. அந்த temple விஷ்ணு பார்க்க போறோம் அப்படிங்கிற அந்த ஜோக் அப்படிங்கிறது அதுக்கு we all have like moments. அவ சும்மா சிரிச்சிட்டே இருக்க. கல்பிதா பேசிட்டு இருக்க அவ சிரிச்சிட்டு இருக்க. நீ பேசிட்டு இருக்க, நீ நின்று பேசிட்டு இருக்க, அவ இவனோட ஆர்டிஸ்ட். இவ ஏதாவது சொல்லணும் போனப்போ அவ சும்மா கேட்டா நாங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணுவோம். And look at the solution that she has. ஒண்ணுமே சும்மா சாதாரணமா ஏதோ வந்து அடாப்ட் ஆகும் சிச்சுவேஷன். எதுவாக இருந்தாலும் அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணி. Odds against you. Say, okay, Kalpita says it's time. Fine. So I have time only for 2 more persons. One from Dakshin Siddhas. Okay. So. That's
Sir, I want Team Dakshinana to be the winner, sir. So I have 3 main reasons. The first reason is Dakshinana's leadership, sir. He showed really a very good leadership, sir. And second reason is as Kalpita taught adaptation, sir, by the teammates and team cooperation, sir. Sir, not in second round, sir, but first round, the one day Vishnupriya was absent, sir. Even though she was absent, she sent a solution to group, sir, and she apologized to us, sir. So that.
Yes, she did that already. என்னுடைய பைலா படி ஆக்சன் வந்து நான் மைனஸ் சஞ்சய்க்கு விஷ்ணுபிரியாவுக்கு மைனஸ் கொடுத்தா டீம் தக்ஷன் இஸ் நோ லாங்கர் வித் மீ. நான் கொடுக்காம பேசிட்டேன். நீ சொல்லலாம் சார் மைனஸ் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னாலும் விஷ்ணுபிரியா வீடியோ கொடுத்தாரு சார் சஞ்சய் நான் வந்துட்டு ரிட்டர்ன் அனுப்பிச்சாங்க சார் சரியா வரல மைனஸ் தான் வேற இவருக்கே வந்துட்டு எல்லா நாளும் வந்துட்டு கம்ப்ளீட் பிஸ்னஸ். ஆனால் நீ விஷ்ணுபிரியா சஞ்சய் பேசுறேன் வேற ஏதாவது.
Sir, but Kalpita, Dakshinana, they really did really very good.
622 பாயிண்ட் நீங்க வாங்குனதுக்கு காரணமே நீங்க 3 பேர். Dakshin Siddharth, Kalpita Sri, Leadership. The 422 points if you gather. There are only the three, as Kapita mentioned, 3 versus 7. What contribution from Natish? What contribution from Sanjay? What contribution from Vishnu? Either every you are living in also. Teamwork, communication. Sir, that's your point. So, give the should.
Sir, last point. Sir, the last presentation really I felt happy, sir, because we maintained different temperaments, sir. Because only 3 members are there, sir. While I was coming.
You Krishna about going, right? I last presentation I was very happy, you know.
Sir, really, sir, last presentation we maintained that cool temperament, sir. Because of the absentees, we didn't take that much stress, sir, and we didn't make ourselves very rushing and doing, sir. We maintained, yes, sir. We maintained the cool temperament till the last, sir. We made the presentation very neat and clear, sir.
Okay.
I was happy about it. So that's what I meant.
Missing lost around 4 goals, but yet the team is losing. A big situation. Last, what's your thinking?
So according to I'm more serious, sir. I think it should be a draw right now. I'm not going to say this, but both the teams were good. Both the teams had their fair share of lapses as well, sir. So I think in certain aspects, Team Baladina is like the standout leader, sir. And in certain aspects, they are also leaders, sir. So I think both the teams have their own fair share of positives and negatives, sir.
What was the negative in Bharat?
Sir, like the leader points.
Any other negatives?
No, sir. Not much.
What was the biggest positive in your team?
Because like less snapper but still adapting and making it.
Okay.
So I think yes, sir, both the teams have their own shares of like golden more. They have like less negativity than us, but still I would say it could be a cross. That's champion.
Exactly. So let's call the spade a spade. Hand with the friendship band in the no man's land activity had been designed exclusively for Natish and Pratisha. Natish had sent the learning, of course, that Brinda read out. Pratisha had not sent the learning, but she has really performed well. 2 little kids, a 5th grader Siddhi and a 6th grader Pratisha, had been contributing well. But in Team Darshan Siddharth, all of them are biggies. Big people, right? So besides that, they did not do well. But the one thing that saves Darshan Siddharth's team is a strong contending performance by the 3 people: Darshan Siddharth, Vivek Gandhar, and Kalpita Sri. Kalpita Sri herself mentioned a tie. Mitra herself mentioned that the opposite team should win. Brinda was self-proclaiming that her team has to win. Guru Prasanna was proclaiming that there has to be a tie. So the 3 people's good performance. A cameo performance of Asathaman also being so good. 2 children speaking well. Everything has been coming nose to nose and tit for tat. Therefore, friendship band activity was for 2 other people in 2 distinctive teams, brother in 1 team and sister in 1 team. So it is announced that it is a tie and it's a draw. So good job, both the teams. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Very well done, friends.
Well done, friends.
Good job. So pretty neat. And Natish and Pratisha have to be learning. நான் சொன்னேன் அவங்களுக்கு என்ன புரிஞ்சதோ என்னன்னு தெரியாது, பட் அவங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சதோ இல்லையோ ரொம்ப அருமையா மற்ற மெம்பர்ஸ் ரொம்ப நல்லா பண்ணீங்க. வெரி நைஸ்.
Thank you so much.
ஓகே ரைட். சரி, அடுத்த ஆக்டிவிட்டி வரும். 2 சாய்ஸ் இருக்கு. அதாவது ஹாட் சீட்
சார் நீங்க ரன்வே வசந்தோட இது சொல்லணும்.
சார் படம் ஒரு கண்டென்ட் சொல்லி.
யார் யார் வந்தே வசந்தி படம் பார்த்திருக்கீங்க? ஹிந்தி படம் 2006. தக்ஷின் சித்தார்த் வந்து டைபர் ஸ்டேஜ்ல பார்த்த படம். Anybody? Rande Basanti? Albita?
No, sir.
சரி. அந்த ரந்தே வசந்தி வந்து உங்களுக்கு போட்டு காட்டணும்னு எனக்கு ஒரு ஆசை.
Creators.
No, sir.
Colors and the class.
இருக்கு.
How to get it?
This is Balaji, no, sir. No, sir, Balaji.
பார்த்ததுன்னா ஏன்னா
எவ்வளவு டைம்?
Bye friends. Keep saying expect great things. Bye.
Bye, Dakshinana. Expect great things and live strong.
Bye bro.
Not going this much. காமிக்கிறேன்னு சொல்லிட்டேன்னா நாளைக்கு உட்கார்ந்து எடிட் பண்ணிடுவேன். அதுல வந்து என்னென்ன கிளிப்ஸ் காமிக்கணுமோ அதாவது 2013ல வந்து ஒரு காலேஜ்ல நான் இது மாதிரி கேட்டுப்பேன். 2013ல ஒரு காலேஜ்ல நான் ட்ரைனிங் கொடுக்கும்போது பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் ட்ரைனிங்க்கு 6 days ஒர்க் ஷாப் கொடுத்தாங்க. 4 days நான் மாடியூல் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிட்டேன். இன்னும் 2 days 7th day கம்பெனி வரணும். ஸோ 7th day கம்பெனி வரணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு போஸ்ட்போன் பண்றாங்க. அதனால எங்களுக்கு இன்னும் ஒரு 3 நாள் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா கிடைச்சு. ஸோ பிரின்சிபல் சொல்லிட்டாரு மணி நீங்களே ஹேண்டில் பண்ணுங்க. எக்ஸ்ட்ரா பேலாம் நான் வேண்டான்ட்டேன். பட் ஒரு நாள் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா இருந்தாலும் அதை ஹேண்டில் பண்ணேன். அந்த ஒரு நாள் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா அண்ட் இந்த லாஸ்ட் டே அந்த 2 நாள்ல வந்துட்டு நான் ஒரு 3 மூவிஸ் பிளே பண்ணேன். ஒன்னு சட்டே இந்தியா, இன்னொன்னு தாரே ஜமீன் பர், இன்னொன்னு வந்து ரந்தே பசந்தி. 2013ல they were fresh. தாரே ஜமீன் பர் 2007 ரிலீஸ், சட்டே இந்தியா 2007 ரிலீஸ், ரந்தே பசந்தி 2006 ரிலீஸ். அது ரந்தே பசந்தி நான் ஏன் காமிக்கிறேன்னா ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், அது எல்லாம் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ். ஸோ இங்க MSES செஷன்ஸ்ல ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஷிப் இஸ் வெரி இன்டெக்ரல் பார்ட். அதனால அதை காமிக்கலான்னு இருக்கேன். நான் எடிட் பண்ணி அந்த படத்தை படத்தை எடிட் பண்ணணும். ஃபுல் படம் பார்க்கறேன். ஆமா, ஃபுல் படத்தை உட்கார்ந்து பார்த்துட்டு பாப்கார்ன் சீனி லைட்லாம் போட்டு நான் எல்லாத்தையும் ஊட்டி போடுறேன். ஃபங்க்ஷன் ரொம்ப சிறப்பா நடக்கும். எல்லாம் பார்த்துட்டீங்க, யாரும் பார்த்தாத படம். சோ நாளைக்கு அது ரெடியா வா. ரைட்,
எப்படி ரெடியா வரீங்க?
காமிக்கு ஓபன் மைண்ட். முட்டை ஓபன் மைண்ட். ஓகே சார். முட்டை போல பாப்கார்ன் வாங்கி
Sir, open my name, brain open my name.
சரி. நெக்ஸ்ட் கேம் செலக்ஷன்.
Bye now.
Bye, Dakshinana.
பாரு. யார் क्वेश्चन கேட்கறீங்க?
Sir, in which language will be in the movie, sir?
Hindi da, Bollywood movie.
Sir, I speak Hindi movies, sir.
Really?
Sir, I won't be seeing Hindi movies, sir.
You are very VIP. You Hindi movie பார்க்க மாட்டார் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்காக நம்ம பிளானை கேன்சல் பண்ணோம். அடிங்க சும்மா உட்கார. நான் டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்றேன்டா.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me tell you how the movie is going to be streamed in MSES sessions. Like as Guru Prasanna rightly mentioned, jokes off, Guru Prasanna rightly mentioned the language barrier. I'm not going to add any subtitle or anything. So, and the movie வந்து இத பார்த்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் Netflixல இருக்கு. அதை நீங்க பார்க்கறதா பார்க்கலாம். பட் நான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அதை டவுன்லோட் பண்ணோம். என்கிட்ட ஒரு காப்பி இருந்துச்சு. அது இந்த பசங்க இந்த 2013 அந்த பசங்க சார் அந்த CD எங்களுக்கு வேணும்னோனே அந்த ட்ரைனிங் முடிச்சோன்னா ஃபேர்வெல் அந்த CD அவங்களுக்கு கொடுத்துட்டேன். 3 படமும் போட்ட CD அவங்களுக்கு கிஃப்டா கொடுத்தேன். ஐ திங்க் ஐ ஹேவ் டு டவுன்லோட். பார்க்கலாம், நாளைக்கு டவுன்லோட் பண்ண முடியாதுன்னு பார்க்கலாம். ஸோ டவுன்லோட் பண்ணிட்டு முக்கியமான சீன்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிறத கட் பண்ணி அதுக்கு முன்னாடி நான் ப்ரோலாக் கொடுப்பேன். ஸோ இதுதான் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ப்ரோலாக் கொடுப்பேன். அந்த ப்ரோலாக் கொடுத்ததுக்கு உடனே ஸ்க்ரீன் ஷேர் பண்ணி அதை நம்ம பார்ப்போம். And then we will have discussion. இதுல நீ இருந்தா எப்படி பிஹேவ் பண்ற, இப்போ இந்த கேரக்டர் நீ இருந்தா எப்படி நீ ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ற அப்படின்ட்டு டிஸ்கஷன். அதுதான் பண்ணணும். யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? அதுல இருந்து அந்த ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஷிப்பை நீங்க லேர்ன் பண்ணணும்னு நான் ரொம்ப எதிர்பார்க்கிறேன். அதுதான். ஸோ இட்ஸ் a galaxy of people, like superstars galaxy, like Amir Khan, Madhavan ரோல் தான் எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சது. Amir Khan, Madhavan, Sharman Joshi, then சித்தார்த், குணால் கபூர், சோஹா அலி கான், இவங்கெல்லாம். ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹாஃப் அந்த 20 minutes வந்து அந்த ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸோட இது நல்லா இருக்கும். ரொம்பலாம் காமெடியா ஃபன்னாலாம் இருக்காது படம். இட்ஸ் அபவுட் ஃப்ரீடம் ஃபைட்டர்ஸ். பகத் சிங், அஷ்ஃபகுல்லா கான், ராஜ்குரு, சந்திரசேகர் ஆசாத். சந்திரசேகர் ஆசாத் யாருன்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா பிரிட்டிஷ்காரன் கையில சாவக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு புல்லட்டை வச்சு அவரே அவரை கொண்டுகிட்டாரு. நீ என்ன பண்றதுன்னா ஆசாத் அப்படின்னா ஃப்ரீடம் அர்த்தம். நான் சாகும்போது கூட நான் ஃப்ரீயா தான் சாகணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு மனுஷன். பாவம் 1930s ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு ஒரு சின்ன க்ரூவை மெயின்டைன் பண்ணி பிரிட்டிஷோடைய மெகா ஆர்மியில சின்ன பின்னமா செட் போனவங்க அவங்கலாம். ஸோ அவங்கள பத்தின ஒரு மூவி அதுதான். ஸோ ப்ரோலாக், டிஸ்கஷன் அண்ட் கிளிப்ஸ் அப்படின்றது தான் அது. Any other questions?
No, sir. Sir, இப்ப பாலிவுட் வந்து இந்த ஒரு மூவி எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்றீங்க சார். அது மாதிரி வந்து தமிழ்லயோ இங்கிலீஷ்லயோ ஏதாவது உங்களோட ஒப்பீனியன் வாட் கண்ட்ரி இருக்குல்ல சார்? இந்த ரெண்டு லாங்குவேஜோட ஒப்பீனியன் சொன்னீங்கன்னா
எனக்கு எம்எஸ்சி யூனிட் செஷன்ஸ்ல சக்க இந்தியா ப்ளே பண்ணணும்னு ஆசை, ரந்தே பசந்தி ப்ளே பண்ணணும்னு ஆசை, which is what I'm going to do tomorrow. And ஒரு 2-3 லிஸ்ட் ஆக்சுவலி மென்ஷன்ட் இருக்கு. சத்தியமா சொல்றேன், எந்த தமிழ் படமும் இல்லை. தமிழ் படம் தமிழ் படம் ரமணா போட்டு காமிக்கலான்னு ஒரு தாட் இருந்துச்சு. அப்புறம் என்ன சார் நீங்க என்ன நீ வேற என்ன சரி ரமணா என்ன வேற என்ன ரமணா ஒண்ணு இது பண்ணணும்னு எதிர்பார்த்தேன். அப்புறம் தமிழ்ல, இங்கிலீஷ்ல ராம்போ 5 லாஸ்ட் பிளட், ஹிந்தில அஃப்கோர்ஸ் வார். அப்புறம் ரோமியோ அக்பர் வால்டர் போட்டு காட்டணும்னு எனக்கு ரொம்ப ஆசை. ரோமியோ அக்பர் வால்டர், தக்ஷன் சித்தார்த் ராவ் பத்தி ஒரு பிரசன்டேஷன் பண்ணும்போது அந்த மூவி பிக்ஸ் சொன்னாங்க. அதை போட்டு காட்டணும்னு எனக்கு ரொம்ப ஆசை. ஜான் அப்ரஹாம் நடிச்சது. ரிசர்ச் அனாலிசிஸ் விங்ல ஒரு ஸ்பையா ஒருத்தன் ஜாயின் பண்ணா இந்தியா அவனை என்ன கொடுமைப்படுத்துதுங்கிறத பத்தின ஒரு அருமையான மூவி இருக்கு. ஜான் அப்ரஹாம் ரொம்ப நல்லா பண்ணிருக்கான். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு, நிறைய இருக்கு. பட் தமிழ் படங்கள் எதுவும் இல்லை. இங்கிலீஷ் ஹாலிவுட்ல பெருசா அதெல்லாம் என்னை விட உங்களுக்கு நிறைய தெரியும். எனக்கு இன்னும் ஞாபகம் இருக்கு, கல்ச்சரல் ஃபெஸ்ட் பண்ணும்போது திடீர்னு வேதவர்ஷன் எக்ஸ்ட்ராக்ஷன் ஒரு படத்துல இருந்து கிளிப் பிளே பண்ணேன். அப்படி ஒரு படம் இருக்கு, கிறிஸ் ஹெம்ஸ்வொர்த் அப்படி ஒரு படத்துல நடிச்சிருக்காங்கிற மேட்டரே எனக்கு அப்பதான் தெரியும். அப்பதான் எனக்கு ஒரு விஷயம் புரிஞ்சுது. நீங்க எல்லாம் பெரிய ஆளுங்க. ஃபாரஸ்ட் கம்ப் பத்தி நவலன் பண்ணா, ஃபாரஸ்ட் கம்ப் அப்படிங்கிற அந்த படமே லால் சிங் சத்தான்னு சொல்லிட்டு அமெரிக்கா இப்பதான் ரீமேக்கே பண்றாங்க. லால் சிங் சத்தான் ஒரு படம் வரும்போது அமெரிக்கானோடது ரீமேக் பண்ணது. ஃபாரஸ்ட் கம்போட ரீமேக் ரீமேக். ஃபாரஸ்ட் கம்ப் எப்ப கொண்டு வந்தது? 1990s கொண்டு வந்தது. அதை இப்பதான். அப்போ நம்ம இவங்களை விட எப்படி பின்தங்கி இருக்குன்னு பாத்துக்கணும். சோ எதுக்காக சொல்றேன்னா அதான் தக்ஷன் சித்தார்த் அகைன் ஜோக்கர் பத்தி பேசினா, ஜோக்கர் பண்ணலாம். ஜோக்கர் அப்கோர்ஸ் பண்ணலாம். கல்பிதா ஸ்ரீ வந்து கெவின் ஹார்ட் நடிச்ச ஒரு படத்தை பத்தி சொன்னா, அப்படியெல்லாம் படம் இருக்குன்னு எனக்கு தெரியாது. சோ ஹாலிவுட்ல வந்து என்னை விட நீங்க எல்லாம் பெரிய ஆளுகளா இருக்கிறதுனால அதை டச் பண்ணல. நான் ஐ வெரி பிக் மூவி பஃப் இன் பாலிவுட் அண்ட் ஹாலிவுட். அது உங்களுக்கே தெரியும். எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச படத்துல ஏதோ வந்து 2-3 இருக்கு. அப்சல்யூட்லி சந்திரமுகி வந்து என் ப்ரொஃபஷன்ல நான் அப்படித்தான் இருக்கணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறேன். ஃப்ரெண்டுக்காக என்ன வேணாலும் செய்யணும். ஃப்ரெண்டுக்காக செஞ்சு ஃப்ரெண்டுக்காக செஞ்சு போயிடும். அது ரஜினிகாந்த் அப்படித்தான். ஃப்ரெண்டுக்காக தான் எல்லாமே பண்ணுவாங்க. உயிரே பணைய வச்சுட்டு பண்ணுவாங்க. நான் அதே மாதிரி அதுல ரஜினிகாந்த் சைக்காலஜிஸ்டா வர அந்த இதுதான் என்னை வந்து எம்சிடி விட்டு வெளியே வந்து இப்படி ஒரு வாழ்க்கை வாழணும் நம்ம அப்படின்ட்டு. வாழ்ந்தனா இல்லையான்னு கடவுள் தான் சொல்லுவோம். சோ அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய இருக்கு. நீ போய் பார்க்க. Okay, Brinda's Paradise Camp, expectations in this one. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Say bye.
Expect great things and live.
Okay. Fine. So if there are no questions, I don't want to held you up. And remember, boys and girls in the online format, இவங்ககிட்ட நான் அப்புறம் பேசிக்கிறேன். 76 classes முடிஞ்சு CRSல. Your award day function is very closely zooming inside you, into you. By 90 classes completion, அப்படிங்கும்போது what are you 90 classes?
Sir, no sir, 100th session, sir, that is 60 to 28 lectures.
இல்ல 100th session, ஆமா 100th session அப்படின்னா செப்டம்பர் 26க்கு போயிடுது. நான் இன்னும் எதுவும் முடிவு பண்ணல. ஆனா செப்டம்பர்ல அவார்ட் டே இருக்கும் கண்டிப்பா.
But everyone has to score 300 marks to reach 800, sir.
இந்த டைம் வந்து குறைஞ்சது 650 வாங்கி இருக்கணும். அவார்டுங்கிற ஒரு விஷயம் கையில கிடைக்கிறதுக்கு 650க்கு கீழே வாங்கினா அவார்ட்லாம் இருக்காது. போன தடவை விட இந்த தடவை கொஞ்சம் மாத்திருக்கேன் பாலிசிஸை. மெயின் அவார்ட் 1100 கிடையாது, 1200 இந்த தடவை. ஸோ பணமெல்லாம் இனிமே தான் நான் அதுக்கெல்லாம் சேர்க்கணும். பட் மேக் மீ ஸ்பெண்ட் மோர், அதான் நான் அவங்ககிட்ட சொல்றேன். என்ன நிறைய செலவு பண்ண வைங்க, அதான் நான் சொல்றேன். பாருங்க, மிருதுபாஷினிக்கெல்லாம் வந்து ஈவென்ட்ஸ் பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ்ல மார்க்ஸ், ஏன்னா ஷீ இஸ் ஆப்சன்ட். மேபி தெராப்பி புக் ரீடிங்ல மட்டும் இதாகும். பட் செஷனுக்கு வந்துட்டு இருக்கிற ஆன்லைன் மெம்பர்ஸுக்கும் டைரக்ட் மெம்பர்ஸுக்கும் எல்லாத்தையுமே மார்க் சேர்றது உங்க கையில. சரி, okay, Guru, we'll finish up with you. Come on.
Yes, sir. Sir, what about Viva, sir?
Viva September in the Chennai India Rangde Basanti, அப்புறம் அந்த ஹாட் சீட் முடிஞ்ச பிறகு ஸ்ட்ரைட்டா டோர்னமெண்ட் அண்ட் Viva.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
முடிச்சிட்டு வேலையை முடிச்சிட்டு அக்டோபர்ல CRS 3 குள்ள போவோம். Right? 3.0 போவோம். So everybody has got equal chance. பாத்துங்க, gray areasல work பண்ணுங்க. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Right. So Balaji and Darshan Siddharth had really done well. So you have a question கேக்குறா, நீங்க இப்ப கிளம்புறீங்களா இல்ல ஒரு question கேட்ட பிறகு கிளம்புறீங்களா? நம்ம தனியா பேசிக்கலாம். தனியா பேசிக்கலாமாமா? இது அயல்நாட்டு அதிபதி, இது கூட உட்கார்ந்து அயல்நாட்டு நான் பேசுறேன். யாரு? சரி. Okay. So in that case, I would like to give a bye to Kalpita Sri, Guru Prasanna, Sivya Adityan, Balaji, Natish Vaibhav, and Pratisha Devi. See you tomorrow. Expect great things. Bye bye.
Bye, sir.
I said it's a good song.